Alright, what's up YouTube? Hello everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Jable's here. So, today we are about to embark on the final journey of having one of each character completed all the way through hell. This is the one and only assassin, sleeper agent, you know, Secret Service and all that good stuff, MIA. We have, all I did since last stream of finishing Nightmare and killing Bale was I leveled up in Nightmare Terror Zones. And if you can tell, I'm all the way at level 78, which is insane. But I think it only took me maybe about an hour. Yeah, maybe like an hour and 30 minutes to get from roughly 70 to 78. So it was nice, quick and easy. I don't think I got any notable drops or anything like that. I was just going as high as I could. Players 8, if I'm not mistaken, maybe players 7, through any terror zones that were prior to Act 4, just to keep them on the easier side when it comes to the mobs and mob types. I remember getting Flared Jungle actually from Act 3. That was a fantastic experience from all the little fetishes and stuff. So yeah, I got all the way to 78. We do not have a torch on this character, so that didn't activate. But what did activate was the Lightning Sunder, which we do have. And today we are going to go through Act 1 of Hell. So, you know, strap up and let's go. This is going to be Hell. First time entering. Oh, and I also socketed one of my Viper Magi's. Unfortunately, it only rolled 30 on the all res, but I don't have anything better, so I socketed that to put a perfect topaz in it from Magic Find. So that's what I used on my socket quest, if you guys were wondering. But yeah, I have not talked to anybody yet. As you can tell, none of the quests are even started. None of the map is explored. So hello, Wariv. Let's do our due diligence and talk to everybody. Hello, Charcy. Mr. Geed. Good day to you, partner, as well. Kasha. I know, I am an Outlander. And Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. Yes, Akara, give me our first quest to help you with your town here, please. Alright, so what has changed since last time? I believe literally nothing. The only change that occurred was the fact that the Crack of the Heavens Sunder Lightning Grand Charm was activated because it required level 75. This was from earlier. This was from earlier. Yep, this is the only new activation or new change that occurred. And I will discuss what I chose as some gear changes, and they weren't changes from, like, you know, craziness. This is all gear that I had on my personal page already. You guys have seen it before. It's just that I had to swap things around, kind of like Tetris, so that my resistances and everything are kind of decent, right? But the build is exactly the same. We have not changed any of our strength or our dexterity. We have base of 156 for our spirit. We randomly rolled a perfect spirit on our first try. I think this was off stream though, or off the YouTube stream, that is. Also, we have base 40 for our longsword, which is a crescent moon shale tier, and then the rest go into vitality, obviously. We will get to everything in a second. Our skills, nothing in here, of course. 1 point wonders, nothing has changed here. Literally not a single point more than 1, with the exception of not putting anything into Venom. And I decided to put 1 point into Fade just on the off chance that we're going to need it for Hell in maybe a situation or two, and then we could always go back to Burst of Speed. And for our traps, we have maxed out Lightning Sentry first, then we maxed Death Sentry second to increase the radius of the corpse explosion. Then we maxed Shockweb third so that we could throw something with our offhand or from our main hand. And we are currently in the process of maxing Chargeable Sentry, which is a synergy for our main damage dealer, Lightning Sentry. Both of these guys are. And yes, I opted to max this out second just because of that radius, because it increases very little. But the radius from Corpse Explosion, if you guys have ever played a Necro, very well know that maxing out Corpse Explosion is actually a huge quality of life improvement, and in general just damage, area of effect damage importance. So technically we're not maxed when it comes to Lightning Sentry damage yet. But we will be in 5 levels, which we might not even accomplish because we're already 78. But maybe we will get to 83, which should give us our levels. Oh, and we have quests that give us skills. Yeah, we should max out before completing Hell. And then after doing this, after maxing this out, we're going to have 2 options. Our first option is going to be maxing out Fire Blast, which would kind of make us like a slight dual spec with fire here. A Fire Blast only benefits Death Sentry for the amount of times that it shoots, and it does not. Oh, I guess it increases damage to Chargeable Sentry, which we never use, and it gives an extra spike every 3 levels for Shockweb, which again I'm not worried about. So that would be our first option, and our second option would be to either max out Burst of Speed, which I kind of don't feel like is going to be necessary, but we might put a few points in until like the diminishing returns really kind of prove themselves to be effective. But I was thinking even Shadow Master. It'll give him more resist all, more life, and I know he might be popping. We will see how well he survives in Hell. But I feel like if I could get him to like 1,000 life or something, just to be like kind of a little meat shield with Hazade over here would be awesome. So what do we do for the gear swaps? Because we are sitting at, as you can see, actually let's look at our capped out Cold. Yeah, Cold just barely is capped, which is unintentional, to be very honest, because I was not aiming to cap out Cold resistance at all. I was more focused on fire and lightning. But let me show you how I accomplished that. So earlier in Nightmare, we were actually still rocking Gold Dagger instead of Crescent Moon, and we were rocking Gold Wrap for the increased attack speed and the bonus to Magic Find. We did have a Raven Frost, and we did have this ring. What else were we rocking? Oh, that's right. We were rocking these gloves, and then these gloves a little for the Magic Find. But we switched out to these, which have lightning and fire. These have fire and cold, because this is the best ring that I have with fire res on it. No fire and lightning res ring, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have chosen that, because we don't need the 19 cold. Or at least that's way less of a worry. And for the belt, I had to opt in for an Immortal King's War Belt. All of this gear, by the way, that I'm wearing can be farmed in Nightmare, with the exception of a White Monarch or a 4 open socket Monarch, which we will be able to get in Act 1, starting in Act 1 already. So don't forget, you will be able to get this very soon. Otherwise, you should be wearing a Rhyme Shield for the Cannot Be Frozen and some Magic Find, and it is great in a Bone Shield. It really is. High block chance and all that good stuff. unless if you found some nice, unique shield that fits your needs. What else was I going to say? Oh, the circlet. That's right. We were rocking this for the longest time, and I didn't even realize that I had a godly, in my opinion, a pretty godly. It's not like a 10 out of 10, but for the purposes of getting through hell somewhat safely, I found this in my stash. All it has is 2 assassin skills and all res, because we're not going to benefit from the mana stolen per hit. But look at that res, 18 all res with a whopping 58 to cold. This is where I'm talking about when it comes to the unintentional cold res cap. We also are rocking this. I decided to downgrade from our 3 to trap amulet, because I rather sacrifice that 1 level of trap damage for some life and for some all res as well. And as you can see, the cold res is again higher up than the other 3. And would you look at that, it's another 8% mana stolen per hit. So we're probably gonna have so much mana steal if we look at our actual stats, but all of that is useless for us. So we have all res here. So this is a new swap, which by the way I just found it from here. My other option was this, which just gives life, so no res, and my other option was this amulet that I tried to craft using my Sork, and it got 1 to assassin skills with 8 FCR, which again we're not necessarily using or worried about too much, and it has 19 fire res and some poison res, but this is almost better. It's almost the same, and it's a little better for everything else. So, and it has life as well on it. This one does not, and it has more skills. However, this is only traps via this is all skills. Same thing here. This would benefit my burst of speed and everything, while this does not. However, this does. We're still rocking Hustle. We still have Ravenfrost, and we have a dual res ring. We're still rocking Natalia's boots, and we have these gloves. Now, I was testing if there is a difference, and it was kind of hard to tell on the attack speed, like breakpoints for laying traps. The websites that I've gone to say that I barely need any with the burst of speed level that I have, because there's like, I guess, a cap of frames that a trap can be laid. But those might be old like forum posts from back when D2R was not in HD, and like the frames were kind of maybe allowed to be adjusted and made quicker or whatnot. But I know that Diablo 2 Resurrected does run on the original engine, right? Like the original coding. So maybe nothing changed, but it is suspiciously low when I look up how much attack speed I need using a level 6 burst of speed. It's like so low. It's like all you need is 1 pair of gloves and you're good with 20 IAS, which again is a little suspicious. I already have 20 IAS on this sword, which by the way, we are completely opting out of using Gold Dagger, at least for the playthrough, because we're going to encounter who knows what, and we could magic find after we complete hell completely, and we could always go back to farm whoever we want, wherever we want, with a Gold Dagger if it's strong enough. So for the hell journey, we are actually going to be using Crescent Moon, which I urge you to get one of these. It only costs an and some people might say, oh, for me it's not an only, it's oh my gosh, it costs an But guess what? There's a possibility you could get this from the Forge. So if you're lucky enough, you could get it from the Forge. And if you just farm enough, you might be able to get, like, let's say 2 pole runes or something like this. You know, it happens here and there. And maybe you could cube them up to get an or obviously if you have an on, you know, like a side character or something, maybe you've made this before, transfer it over so that you can have a Crescent Moon for that delicious minus 35% to enemy lightning resistance, and it has some magic absorb mana after each kill. And it does have 20 increased attack speed, so it makes us even faster. I don't know how much it's going to benefit. Now, the weakest, not the weakest link, but the thing that I was considering is maybe changing this, right? I'm like, what can I do to help me out? I mean, I could use something with plus skills. I could use like even like a Viper Magi, right? Plus skills, 30 all res. And you know, according to the websites, we don't need the 40 increased attack speed. Yes, we do lose the 6 to evade, but this only has 10 resistances, no skills, no nothing. Besides the 6 evade, which is nice. But the thing that I really kind of hate about, you know, considering switching this is the losing the 65% faster run walk. And I know that we get burst of speed, faster run walk, plus we have 40 faster run walk boots. But I don't know why I just got used to running so fast, and I feel like it's kind of a huge benefit to be able to like back up really quickly, mind blast, back up, mind blast, right? Get a few mobs converted and then start laying some traps and yada yada. So I think we're gonna just stick with this throughout hell. I mean, I literally actually only have one armor in Marche's stash, which is the Duriel Shell. I should have put the Viper Magi here just in case. But yeah, you should also, so if you got a go for Hustle. This is an amazing armor. If you found a Lem, go for Treachery. That gives you 2 assassin skills, which is you. And it gives IES again, some cold res. And that's great, you know. It doesn't give faster run walk, unfortunately. And sometimes it might be a little annoying if you don't want to use Fade. But if you do want to use Fade, then it has a Fade proc, right? Level 15, which alleviates you from even putting a point into Fade, just on the off chance. And you could proc it and just have Fade for free. But if you do proc it and you don't want it, you're going to have to kind of look at yourself, and when you become ethereal, you're going to have to reapply burst of speed to cancel Fade out, because you cannot have both of these skills at the same time. You, however, can have Venom and one of these, but we're not going to use Venom because we are not attacking physically. Other than that, what else can I say? We have +5 to assassin skills, or +5 to all skills, with an additional +1 to traps, I believe. No, +2 to traps. That's right. So we have 2. Wait, no. Oh yeah, 2, 4. 2, 4. Oh, we have 4 to all skills. But that gives us 5. So you should have roughly 4. Or you don't have to, because you probably don't have Spirit. But you could have Spirit here. So if you don't have a Crescent Moon, definitely go for Spirit here. That's 4 points already. And I have an extra Traps here and an extra Shadow Disciplines there. So what are we doing? 28% chance to convert. Again, if you have like a 10% chance to convert, this is not really useful. But get yourself a few bonus points to get that up. We could benefit probably from one more, so we could reach the 40 attack speed there. Who knows? We will see. Hazaid is still... so Hazaid, the one thing that I changed for him is... Or 2 things, maybe. I forget if I did this earlier. Maybe not, because we were not 66 throughout Nightmare yet right away. Or maybe we were? We were, I think. I don't know. But I gave him an elite polearm, obviously farmed by my Grailer, so you will not maybe be able... Oh, actually you can. You can drop elite polearms in Nightmare Terror Zones already. Yes. So if you encounter one of those, try to cube it up to get 4 open sockets, unless if it already came with 4 sockets. Get yourself an elite version of a Insight. And I gave him Talrasha's Death Mask because he already has a 30% damage reduction from Shaft Stop, so I felt like additional damage reduction from Bulwark just is kind of overkill, and I'd rather have him leech more than only 5%. And this gives some nice life and all res to cap him, because, as you can see, in Hell, he only has 60 all res, which is not good. Oh, that's why I left this here. So I left this here on the off chance that I want to give him Cannot Be Frozen and then go back to Bulwark for the damage reduction and life leech. So that is going to be a possibility. Also, you should have these on the back burner for yourself as well. Keep a Bulwark on hand, because you definitely should have gotten one in Nightmare. And if you found this, like for example at Nightmare Mephisto, keep this on hand. This is, oh my gosh, one of my favorite armors. I can even potentially wear this. Get so much res, so much life, even more strength, and that means that I could get rid of the Ravenfrost, you know, while losing faster run walk and attack speed. But besides that, this is technically superior. You know, if you found something like this, socket it at Larzuk in Nightmare. Give yourself some magic find if you want. Otherwise, find yourself a jewel with some cool stuff, or put in, you know, some kind of rune that you, whatever rune you need. You get Cannot Be Frozen from this, life, and all res. This is amazing. So have these on your back burner for, you know, your mercenary if you need it. Shaft Stop is findable in Nightmare. Also Nightmare Mephisto. It's that threshold that he could drop. And Death Mask is a little higher required level, but I'm sure you could find this or something like this in, or not something like this, but you could find this in Terrorized Nightmare. But is this required? No, it's not. You could find other helms. You could find even like Crown of Thieves, which has Life Leech, and Fire Res, which is probably the more important one. You could find a whole bunch of goodies in Nightmare, like I said earlier. We're 23 minutes in, Jesus Christ, and we didn't even do anything yet. What else was I gonna say? And this is how our res looks like. 41, 75, 41, and this is also a coincidence that they're just perfect. These I just get from... Oh yeah, and I updated my charms. So I did have to swap a few charms from another character to get some fire res. But I am lacking on charms in general. So some lightning res, some poison res, just so that we're in the positives. Fire res. I don't even know why this is still there. This should not be there. I guess this is a Magic Find amulet, I guess. But come on now. Whatever, we'll just keep it there. And that's it. Yeah, nothing else has changed, guys. So hopefully we are able to do this. Let's see, what players are we on? Players 3. Should we try players 3 and see how we do? I think we should try it. Alright guys, we're at the 25-minute mark. Let's get to it. Let's get after it. So /players 3, and let's see how we do. We are level 78. We are doing up to 3600 Lightning Sentry, up to 1500 Death Sentry, and our Shockweb is up to 1300 per second. This does have a casting delay, like a throwing delay. So yeah, our plan is pretty much just walk up, Mind Blast, get one Convert, or if they're not dangerous, then just Lightning Sentry it up, and finally place down the Death Sentry. Alright, also let's take a look at our stats before we go. Yeah, 60 mana stolen per hit, that's crazy. 154, oh yeah, this is from our Geeds. 30% Magic Find is also from our Geeds, so if you're copying what I'm doing, you probably have 0 Magic Find, which is fine. 80 increased attack speed. We have a whole buttload of this. 105 faster run walk, 75 faster hit recovery, 35 FCR, which only benefits or only is used for things like Mind Blast, right? Which is nice to have a little bit. This we don't use. 2 to mana after each kill. It's something. 13 Magic Absorb. Not bad. This comes from the Spirit and the Crescent Moon, if I'm not mistaken. 20 cold absorb, cannot be frozen. This is blows from the Raven Frost. And monster lightning immunity is sundered. I have also heard people not even using the sunder for lightning trap assassin, but I don't know. I feel like we should just in case. And minus 35 to enemy lightning res. And obviously this is 1/5 effective on sundered enemies, so they're only going to be, you know, subtracting 7%, which is not a lot, but it is something, right? And to the monsters that are not immune, this will benefit fully of the 35. So this is huge for those guys. The lightning immune monsters, in general, we will be skipping. By the way, that is kind of like a rule of thumb. We don't need to fight them because they will just take forever, unless if our mercenary can't take them out quick enough while not being surrounded too much, so that our corpse explosion can actually do something. All right. This, and let's go. Good luck, everybody.
They'll never see me coming.
I'm a little scared. I don't know why I shouldn't be, because I've done this a gazillion times. So players 3, even zombies, which are very tanky boys in general, doing fine. Okay, so we are going to be finding a lot of white items, which is kind of beneficial to some extent, for depending on who we are, right? And what we're looking for. But white items are also nice for bases, because we don't have much magic find on this character. Come on. Ruby Jewel of Fervor, please. Oh, by the way, is that... Oh, we'll just walk again. Let's go to Cold Plains, let's get the waypoint, and we'll travel back to the den. Follow the brick road, the dirt road. Hello, Flavie. Oh. We will continue. I know. Okay. Junk jewel, but that's good for crafting. Alright, let's walk out again.
Good morning.
By the way, always check if you have the time and patience. You could find some awesome gloves, boots, belts. Some awesome stuff. Alright, we're going to stick on players 3 actually all the way, because that felt good. And if you guys are at, like, in your mid-70s, like 75 plus, you should feel good too, almost no matter what your gear is, as long as you have some plus skills and faster attack speed and resistances, right? Those are your main things. Faster or resistances, sorry, skills, resistances, or maybe resistances more so. Resistances, skills, attack speed, or even resistances, attack speed, and skills last. Just so you know, you're not literally like slowly throwing your traps down. You want to be fast on this character, and run walk is also kind of, you know, a huge plus. And also, why am I going with the Shadow Master besides the fact that, you know, she is like a tank in a sense, right? A meat shield. She doesn't really tank much because she, I think, dies or will be dying more and more very soon, because this is very easy compared to what is gonna come. But she casts things like Mind Blast even. So if she converts a mob and helps me out, I don't need to cast Mind Blast on anything. I like that about her. She kind of does her own thing, and it's not guaranteed, but when she does it, I notice, you know, because you could hear the sound and you could see the icon above their heads. And I'm like, wow, thank you, Shadow Master, you know? And I go about doing my own thing. And she does end up doing it, you know, often enough. Well, while she's actually paying attention to people. Come on now. Wow, even the beasts are going down. Dude, lightning is just so strong in general, like on all characters, right? Like a lightning Javazon. Oh, I mean, she's crazy good, right? a lightning Nova Sorceress. Now, obviously, we're not wearing like Infinity or anything, but if we did have an Infinity, I mean, that would just be insane. But Nova Sorceresses, even like Lightning and Chain Lightning Sorceresses back in the day, that was like one of the top highest damaging builds ever. You know, once you got your gear all set out for you, like a Griffin's Eye, which is the helmet, the diadem, I mean, slash tiara. No, I think it's diadem. So Griffins, you have Crescent Moon, you have Infinity on your Merc. Like if you're decked out, I think Lightning just crushes. Look at this. Look at how much this crushes. This is crazy. This is players 3. I mean, granted, we are 78, but we don't have a bunch of skills on anything, really. We don't even have any skillers, nothing. We're kind of, you know, you're kind of your typical playthrough, you know? Besides the hand-me-down spirit, really everything is farmable and kind of easily farmable in Nightmare. I did not choose any gear that would like take that is like super rare in Nightmare. These are all kind of common stuff. Maybe this is rare, you know, I don't know. But there we have it. We're gonna get one more point into our synergy, and there we are. Den of Evil complete. Alright, let's see if we can find, what's her face? Blood Raven, or if we're gonna have to backtrack for her. Alright, let's randomly choose. Let's go this way. See? Did you see how she knocked them back? That was a Shadow Master. I didn't do anything. And now I have time to throw my stuff down. Everyone's occupied by something else. It's kind of crazy, but it's good. And look, she died, no problem. Just resummon her. Ooh, another minion. The only thing that I'm a little sometimes worried about is if like we get really quickly cursed and I don't have time to react. That's why I really like that faster run walk, so I could kind of just move out of the way and run away. Hey, 4 open socket, blade bow. This is the fastest attacking bow. Very good for an insight. Oh, and here we are. Blood Raven it is. By the way, Jables, you might say like, how did you know, Jables, before you walked in, right? If it's very, very incredibly close to a wall, this this entrance, like right here, it's close to this wall right here, it is guaranteed to be Blood Raven.
My army will destroy you.
And I forgot we're even going here on players 3. But look at that. She's a tanky girl. Whoa! I didn't even pay attention to my mercenary, but woo, I kind of got smoked a little bit. Oh, and we ran out of mana. See, that's what happens when you lose your mercenary. Now let's get him back.
Hello.
Huh? Blade bow. Nice, cool item. Oh yeah, hold on. There we go.
Where can I take you?
Oh, that's right. Are these guys lightning immune? Oh, that's why this is happening. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, if we see nothing under a mob's name, that means that they're lightning immune. Ah. completely forgot about that, and I wasn't paying attention. Alright, Blood Raven is down. Come on, when's the music gonna play? And Dario is... Isn't there something like that? Oh, that music. There we go.
What I kill stays dead.
Such iconic moment there. I like that little song that plays. Super chest? Aw, no jump. Whoop. Okay, these are lightning immune, so that's why we're gonna skip those bad boys. Especially if they're fast, like spear women. And oh, this is another reason that faster attack or faster run speed is so important. Oh, these are also lightning immune. Is because you could literally outrun everybody. Whoa, we encountered these guys? This is a rare sighting. To get a minion foul crow nest spawn is kind of crazy. We're just gonna kill this just for fun. Wow. Kind of cool. How are we do? Wow, we're even getting levels. Look at this. Also, you don't need any keys as an assassin. Remember that, boys and girls. Oh, here's our waypoint. Thank you. Let's read about the tower, the forgotten tower. Alright, and then somewhere... Yeah, Stonyfield has a lot of lightning immunes. It is famous for that. Let's look for the road. Ah, there we are. Yeah, places that are heavily infested with lightning immune monsters, we just go our separate way, you know? Oh, it's this way. I did not know that. Okay. Wait. Yeah, this way. Alright. So straight ahead is where we go. Okay, throw some of these things down. Now remember, your main lightning sentries actually last quite a while because they do 10 shots, so just keep an eye on having a death sentry up at all times, pretty much straight across. Convert one. There we go. First, Zeta has 1600 life, which is good. Okay, straight across. Whoa, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna love farming. What is it called? Like the fallen camps. Yeah. So much density, and just the corpse explosion is gonna do wonders. There we go. Convert one. Do you see how easy that is, guys? All you gotta do is convert one using Mind Blast. So as long as you're faster than them, you could keep running away, Mind Blast until you get one, and then you know, and then drop down your traps. Unless if they're like calm mobs like these guys, right? I just had to stun them using Mind Blast. I didn't have to actually wait for one of them to convert. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. There we go. Put a Death Sentry. Let's see how this goes. Come on, Death Sentry. Go, go, go. Do your thing, man. Yeah. The radius is what? 11.6 yards. Let's just call it 11, huh? 11 yards of corpse explosion. Nice. Another camp. Let's look for the waypoint and Treehead Woodfist. Oh, why not a Monarch? Only a Kite Shield. Wow, still no waypoint? Okay. Oh wow, okay, so we... Ouch. Oh, look at that. And he was physical and lightning immune. Which means he was only taking some fire damage, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. That's what he was. Which is kind of crazy. That means our damage is pretty darn good. Lightning enchanted. Wow. Down he went. Players 3, ladies and
How is
gents.
this tree escaped
Oh,
corruption?
2 open sockets. Good. Woohoo. Oh, that's the symbol she does. Like that lightning when she dies. I'm like, ooh, who did that lightning damage? Let's find the waypoint. Oh, we never found these the stones. Okay. I was thinking, I'm like, something is wrong. Something is a little weird. And it's because we never found Rakanishu. Ah, yes, yes. Life and defense, pointless. So that goes for our crafting. Spirit. Hold on, let me do something here. Oh yeah. Very nice. Okay. Let's check. Does this person have anything? No, 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 no. Quest completed. Very nice. Alright, let's go rescue Kane. We need to find it. Now, the stones, right? The whatever stones they're called. Oh, those are lightning immune, boys and girls. They are... Whoa. Oh, wow. They are next to the road somewhere. Oh, see, like here. And he's lightning immune? Wow, we're actually doing this, guys. I am surprised, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that the lightning immune mobs would not be, like, would still be incredibly slow. Unless if I'm going crazy and those were not lightning immune mobs, but on a player's 3, that is impressive. So, I mean, that just means that assassin traps. No key. Suwaya. Hey, money.
Tristram, first to fall to Diablo's wrath. Kane, go to the road camp.
Yeah, go to the rogue camp, man. Because you have made a problem for yourself. Zayd is getting beaten up, man. But don't worry, we got this. Hey, Superior Cuirass. Hey, Greaves. These are, if I'm not mistaken, what is that? Tier Haunch? No. Yeah, Tier Haunch. Anybody else in here? I guess no? Really? Only that many mobs were here? Huh. Okay, whatever you say, game. Alright, Kane. Talk to us, boy.
Regrettably. Good evening.
Regrettably something something. And let's see what kind of ring a card will give us. 10 FCR triple res with Magic Find. Boom. No. Hey, but it is one of the few rings that have fire res. I have been so unlucky on all my other characters even of getting fire res rings. Unfortunately, it has literally nothing else on it besides some mana. I guess Mana Leech for a melee character. But I pretty much only want to keep like rings that have what's it called? Dual res on them and stuff like that. Let's check out the Cuirass. Hey, that's 15 EG though for like a smoke. That's nice. Yeah, nice. Alright, Charcy. Man, if that was 3 open sockets and 3 to all of those skills, would have been nice. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, but didn't. You know what I'm saying? There. There. Okay. Quest completed. Alright, what's next on the list, peeps? It is the Black Marsh, correct? Yes, it is. Where is the Black Marsh again? Is it over there? Yes, it is. Okay. So we follow the road in Darkwood because we kind of did like a wrap around. This is going to be hopefully a nice setup, close enough to the waypoint so that our tower runs can be quicker. Good farm keys because the Countess is not immune to lightning. She's a fire and cold immune, and her minions are only cold immune. So this like a trap assassin, lightning trap trapson, is very good for that. This is a nothing, right? Okay, for crafting probably. Alright, so we're looking for the tower. And for... Oh, that's lightning enchanted. Look at that, guys. I mean, lightning enchanted again, meaning he's also lightning immune. So he's both lightning immune and lightning enchanted. Crazy how strong this build is. And I'm sure that the crescent moon is actually working wonders here. Without the crescent moon, I probably would have to be skipping lightning immunes completely. Unless if they were so pathetically slow and easy and chill that my mercenary can do his thing and at least, you know, get one of them down so that I could, you know, use that for a corpse explosion and then get a second one down and then yada yada, right? Because without the crescent moon, I don't know how it would be. Oh, nice little chickadee pack. Very nice. Hey, rare amulet. Okay, waypoint please. Past the... oh no. Oh, yes. Very nice. Do we have any shrines though? That is a question. Seems like no shrines on the way. But we do have a camp on the way. Whoa. We do have a camp that we could always farm real quick on the way. All right, so let's do one run, I guess. Right? Why not? Let's see how this goes. So who's lightning immune in the tower?
Who would want to remember this place?
Would it be? Let's see. 'Cause I kind of forget. Oh yeah. By the way, tower is to the left. To the left. Hopefully we get nice maps. Let's see. Oh, it's the archers. Ooh. Well, actually, no, not ooh. That's a good thing, because we don't like fighting archers to begin with, so we're just going to naturally skip them altogether, because they're the lightning immune ones. To the left, to the left. Now, if you want the experience, by the way, I'm just doing it like, you know, I'm taking the shortest route possible, right? But the tower levels are very great places to level and to get items, actually. I found like a Vex in here before, just like out of these graves even, you know. Clicking the graves is nice. So wandering around and doing your due diligence, completely fine. Oh, archers. We're just skipping archers. To the left, to the left. Waya again. Ooh, F. Which is not nice. What is this? Oh, nothing. It's a nothing burger. Very nice. Super chest. Run, run, run. Run. To the left, to the left. Ouch. Archers are just... nasties. They are not invited to my birthday party, you know? But ghosts are. With their rune drops. Come on, Burr. Where are you at? JK, JK. Burr can't drop here, I think. Oh. Little ghosty, ghosty. Oh, yeah. Physical. To the left, to the left. Everybody go to the left. Alright. Now, before we kill her, we could spawn her on whatever players count we want, right? But before we kill her, we're going to go down to players 1 to maximize the rune amount. Yeah, the number of runes that she could drop. Alright. Also, you're going to always find... Oops. You're always going to find a weapon rack here and an armor rack, which you can get some, like these could have been train gloves. Find some nice stuff. Let's go from the bottom. Let's do this. There's archers in here, aren't there? Yes, there are. Slash players 1. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Wow. And down she goes. Ral, huh? Giving me a rail? Those are always nice. I'm not complaining. I wish there was something higher. Maybe like an ist.
So much.
But a rail will have to
It
do.
almost covers the stench.
It almost covers the stench, huh? And there we have it. Countess is down. Let's go back up to players 3. Now, the Countess... what was I gonna say? The Countess also drops Keys of Terror. So this is a fantastic character to farm her just for many reasons, not only just runes, and because of her not being lightning immune, but she's just a good character to, or sorry, she's just a good mob to kill for a bunch of reasons. 1 barb, 20. I wonder what my barb has. I wonder. We'll see. That's crafting. That's that. Thank you. Oh boy. Ral rune. What else can I do? Where should I put these? Let's just put them somewhere. Okay. Let's stack this guy up.
Greetings.
Go ahead and repair. Any monarchs? That would be crazy. We wouldn't be able to tell because we have a monarch ourselves, so we have enough strength. But Jeweler's Monarch of Deflecting, huh? Alright. Countess is down, and on we go. By the way, the reason we don't really want to go more than players 3, because technically you can, but the effectiveness of Corpse Explosion starts to dramatically decrease as the player count increases. So for Corpse Explosion to actually, you know, be really good and satisfying, I guess, is if you are on lower player counts. And players 3 is still acceptable. It's still a nice compromise, I would say. Between drops, drop odds, drop qualities, and difficulty, you know. There you go. Convert 1. 4 lightning, 1 death. And we're off to the races. There we go. Convert somebody. Oh, Tainteds are gonna be our worst nightmare, I believe. Okay, no statue, so we go straight across. Immune to physical. Oh, so we have to also remember that that means our mercenary cannot life leech from somebody that's immune to physical. Power shield. Bavaric Keep. Force scepter, that's Milabregas. Doing. Come on, J-Bos, look at the map, please. There we go. Oh. Go. Grab the malice.
This should go to Charcy.
Yeah, it should go to Charcy. I agree. Alright, we still have our teleport staff, which I forgot to mention. But definitely have one, guys. Or if you find the rare and elusive teleport charge circlet, or a teleport charge amulet. Oh, that would be the dream. So you don't have to swap to no res completely, because you drop res to swap and it. Oh, and we should set this, by the way. I don't understand why it always unsets. Oh yeah, that's right. When you switch difficulties, I believe it unsets any charged items. So yeah, if you find an elusive, nice. Even if it doesn't have plus skills to it, it doesn't matter if it has some res on it, and teleport charges, or res and teleport charges here, or even like life, or just anything pretty much. But it is very elusive. It's very rare to get teleport charges here. I would use that in Heartbeat as well. I don't know about this. Sorry, I don't know about this one, but this I would use in Heartbeat, because that 12 all res is not worth to me what a teleport charge would, you know. What's cool about traps, let's take a look. We can do them through doors and stuff, which is awesome. Anyways, here we go to the left for the waypoint, and then another to the left for the entrance. If you want the waypoint, which I am going to get most waypoints in hell, because I plan on coming back for terrorized zones. There we go. Coronet, this could have teleport charges. Impossible. An amulet, by the way, has to be rare. A circlet doesn't have to be rare for it to be able to have that. Where are you, waypoint? Where are you? Skull. Here's the waypoint. And to the left of the waypoint is going to be our next level. Let's check here. Yep, here it is. And now straight across. So straight. Oh. Ooh.
Impossible.
Straight across. Straight across, straight across. Okay, and now this is going to be to the left. Actually, yeah, we can teleport. Anything here? Life. Not good, but it's money.
Yes.
Let's go and turn in the malice.
Oh.
There we go. Some things away. Oh, we can make a. Oh. We have several things to do. Sell that.
What you need?
There. That goes there. What else? Guess let's go back. Let's check this. One socket, no good. Okay, to the left, to the left. Killing shrine. Oh. Dead end, okay. Hey, something to imbue. Perfect timing, actually. We'll imbue that. Overburdened. Oh, now we're stuck here. Okay. There we are. Alright. This was a quick Act 1. We talked for like half an hour. It's only been 40 minutes. And here we are. Okay, let's see how tanky these guys are. Players 3. Champions. Champion Tainteds, which are lightning immune. I mean, doable. Look at that. And generally, they are dangerous enemies. You know, people skip Tainteds all the time. Wow.
I don't like it down here. I am overburdened.
Where's the elite pack with the Might Aura? Is it here? Oh, this guy has it? That's the guy that had it. Oh yeah, I have to get into the habit of checking these guys out. But no good. Hey, we made a good first guess. Alright, again, let's hope for a nice Andy map. That Andy is always helpful, even if you don't have like a fire build or something, but with her corpse explosion, all of the enemies around Andy that pop will be doing fire damage to Andy. So hopefully we have a nice waypoint slash second, third level, transition there. Let's see. Okay, I would expect nothing less there. Very good. Vitality. And another charge for Sentry. Our first level in Hell, 79. Okay, let's go here. Now I have a feeling this might be a waypoint location. Then our exit would be over there. Let's see if our intuition tells us the truth. Oh no! Oh no! If this is here, that means that the waypoint is going to be somewhere on the bottom. Hopefully it's on the bottom right. Hopefully it's close by here. Jesus, it is... How come I can't click this? You guys see this? What's going on? Why can't I click this? You guys see that? Is this a what? Oh. It never loaded? What the heck? How did that happen? What is going on? Did you guys see that? This thing's like glitching out. Now, Holy Freeze will automatically slow you down and lower your, you know, trap laying speed, because it does not, it bypasses the cannot be frozen. Same thing like Duriel from Act 2, does the same thing to you. Alright, oh gosh. It's not going to be close, I don't think so. Ah! Ooh, those are too many lightning enchanted or lightning immune mobs. Oh my goodness. We drank so many full rejuves, but that's good. We needed to drink some because we were so full on them, right? Wow. That was crazy. Yeah, it's not going to be close, unfortunately. I think this will be the closest that it could get. Yeah, this is going to be the waypoint. Because of our run speed, this might not be that bad, to be honest. But it could have been better. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Oh yeah, we get to imbue. Hey, that's right.
Good to see you.
I will imbue this at the end, but it will be part of the stream because we're lucky enough to just find something like this for our imbue. Oops. There we go. Oh. What else was it going to do? Just get everything out of here. There we are. And let's move forward. Are we on players 3, by the way? Yes, we are. Okay. Hopefully this portion is short. I hate it when this portion is long too. And surprisingly, our shadow is doing fine too, for the most part, right? On players 3 at least. Okay, not first way. Is it here? Oh, no, dead end. Okay, that's a good thing to know then. Ouch. That's the crescent moon doing its thing. Yeah, when there's like a strong lightning moons, I guess our shadow does go down. She doesn't have great resistances, you know. What you see is what you get, so she has literally 47 resist all. So not great. Alright, not here either. Just tell me it's not here. It's like a weird backtrack. There you have it. Okay, there's nothing here, which is kind of nice. Let's heal everybody. Oh, this will be money, I know for a fact. Oh, ethereal. Alright, could it be here? Wait, never mind. Never mind. Estupido, Jables. Come on.
I can't get in.
Ah, here. Very close, actually. Very nice. Alright, we could do Andy on players 3, just to prove a point. Our mercenary... I wonder if he's gonna die. Let's,
Hello.
Frost Nova.
Good morning.
Alright, guys.
Good morning.
We are almost... Oh, not that. These. Yes. We are about to kill Andy, so prepare for this fight, I would say. Why not drink some antidote potions? Each one gives half a minute. So this is going to be 12 minutes. Oh, and our mercenary. Yeah.
Thanks.
Prepare for Endario by getting some antidote potions.
Thanks.
That's
Thanks.
3 minutes. I know I'm overdoing it, but why not?
Thanks.
And I'll just have some in my
Thanks.
inventory. And let's go. Get ready. If you want, you can technically... Well, yeah, I am... You know what I'm going to do? I am gonna... swap out this and this right before we kill her to get some extra magic find and hopefully get something nice and good. So yeah, the safety TP here, and you want you probably don't actually want to clear everything out. You want everybody to come to her, and so things could explode under her, right? That's what you want. So in the next room, we're just gonna go all the way straight to her and even teleport on top of her, maybe, or maybe not. We'll see. We'll lure her into the mobs. Is gonna be the plan. Wow, there's not a lot of mobs here though. Okay, there's some, I guess. getting kind of crazy. Alright, let's get our mercenary back. I guess now we have to fight her one-on-one.
Greetings.
But that's okay. It's completely fine.
Good day.
Thanks.
That and that. And now that we're actually safe, we can most likely just do this. And there we have it. Woohoo! Congratulations, hero. You have completed Act 1 of Hell. Now we get to go over here and look
Death
through all of our
becomes you,
drops.
Ontario.
Legend Sword could be nice. Scythe. 4 open socket. Bone Wand. Money. Unfortunately, though, we did not get any good drops. Hey, kind of nice. So screw the money. Never mind. We want the money. Where is our... Where was that? Bone Wand. There we go. Money. But yeah, that's about it. There's nothing good here, unfortunately. Which just goes to show that magic find or no magic find, it's, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's literally just all RNG. You can't predict it. But yeah, congratulations.
Good day.
Before we go to Act 2, or sorry, before we technically end the stream here, we have to imbue, and we will talk about what you guys could potentially do off stream or off of my stream in the meantime before you wait to go to Act 2, because there's no rush, and Act 1 is just phenomenal. So, did we identify everything, Kane? Yes, we did. This is kind of a cool, for a melee character maybe. It's probably sucky, but I've never found one before with faster run, walk, and attack rating. Interesting. This could go back here. 3 open socket legend sword. You never know what you could use that for. This is money and this is money. Okay. Quest completed. Check for any awesome things. 98 life. Some money away. Alright, let's imbue this sucker. Also, let's talk to Akara. I think she's the...
Finally, we may rejoice.
Yes, finally we may rejoice.
Death
Yes,
can
yes.
never repay. I only hope that in time.
Yeah, there we go. Also, let's gamble
Yes.
an amulet for good luck. Maybe we'll get one with a teleport charges. Hey, nothing. We'll gamble one more. Boom. Ah, nothing. A dud. Alright. The time has come. By the way, what you should do if you have done this before, you could either save your imbues for later until you find items like this. However, if you don't want to start switching maps around, like your map seed, then you do want to imbue things as you go. But the best things to imbue when it comes to, well, the best things to imbue at a lower level would be in first place a diadem, second place a tiara, third place Coronet, and fourth place a Circlet. When it comes to that type of imbue, and circlets and that type of helmet, I think is just the best potential roll that you guys can get, compared to, like, let's say some boots. You could do that on a, I guess on a playthrough, or like on a speed run, right? When you're trying to find the gear as fast as possible, you might do that. But like on your main playthrough, I would wait to get things like this, because they could roll some awesome things. Things that normal helmets cannot. So those 4 types, like Diadem, Tiara, Coronet, and Circlet, have special properties. Okay, let's see what we get. It's probably going to be Garbaggio, but let's see. Oh, Tudor Druid with literally nothing else on it. Well, that sucks. And Druids already have pelts. Gosh darn it. Well, that's 35k, I guess. Yeah, check for anything cool, I guess. Monarch? Nope. But yeah, that's it. We have finished all the quests in Act 1. Now, what should you expect, or what should you do, maybe? Well, Act 1, Hell in Dariel, is one of the best, if not the best, terrorized zone farming or boss farm that exists. Now, this is not terrorized, but when it does, allow you to farm her when she's terrorized after completing Hell in its totality, she is by far, in my opinion, the best just dropper of everything. And when it comes to easiness and quickness. But even without being a terror zone, the Catacombs is a great place to find a lot of stuff. And then with the bonus of killing Andy at the end, or maybe just doing regular Hell Andy runs over and over, and skipping all the other trash mobs, you could get some nice gear. So she could drop anything that Nightmare Mephisto can drop and higher. Obviously, she could drop anything that Nightmare anybody could drop and higher, with maybe the exception of Nightmare Bale, which can maybe drop some extra stuff. But I'm not so sure if that's even possible. Like, if that makes sense what I just said. But she could drop a whole bunch of different jewelry. In Act 1, you can find yourself a White Monarch. If I'm not mistaken, yes. It's not like an Act 3 or an Act 2 specific item where it starts to drop. Nope, I'm pretty sure that you can get it to drop anywhere in Act 1. And if it's not just anywhere, like maybe in the Blood Moor, it's not droppable. But I'm pretty sure I've gotten one in the Tower. I'm pretty sure I've gotten one in the Cathedral somewhere. Or not at the Cathedral, but like the Catacombs. I know I got it, for a fact I got it in not in the burial grounds, but the 2 crypts that are next to each other, the Mausoleum and the Crypt. I know that I got a Monarch from there before, a white one. And if you ever find your first ever White Monarch, I would not take a risk of putting it into the cube and hoping you get 4 sockets. If you find your first ever Monarch, White Monarch that is, I would just, bite your tongue and go back to Nightmare or Normal and use Larzik on it. And if you have already used them, ouch. I would almost say save it. Don't use it through the Hell playthrough, like the Hell journey. Save it untouched until you reach Act 5 in Hell. Kill Shank and then socket it right at the end before you do Anya and Ancients and Bale in Hell. Because I think, again, people say like, oh, you just find yourself a Monarch. But, they are rare. They are an elite base And in general, they're just rare. Like, I see plenty of kite shields and dragon shields that drop, like in the Chaos Sanctuary even, you know, plenty, and just everywhere. But monarchs are a rare commodity. So if you ever find yourself with that situation, I would say wait to Larzik it so that it guarantees you 4 open sockets. It is just that important, I think. No other shield really gives you 2 to all skills besides maybe like the Necro Heads and stuff like that, like the Homunculus and stuff like that, right? Other than that, you have Lidless, which gives +1 to skills. And without any expensive rune words and stuff, I don't know, you know, where else you would accomplish this. So pretty much everybody wears this. So don't sleep on that. Anything else that we should comment on? Yes, the Countess. Hell Countess can drop all the way up to an Ist rune, if I'm not mistaken, or is that up to an rune? It might be or Ist, but I have a feeling it's Ist, and that is from her rune, her special rune drop table. She could actually drop all the way up to a low rune, LO rune, using her regular monster drop table. So she is fantastic to farm as a lightning trapson. Get yourself a whole bunch of runes, get yourself that white monarch, make yourself that spirit, farm Hell Endariel, get yourself an SOJ, I don't know, I haven't even found my first one yet, but get yourself some godly gear. Hey, Hell Endariel, you know what that she could drop? A Shaco, that's correct. Hell Endariel can drop you a Harlequin Crest, which is the, well, one of the best items in the game. So if you get one of these and it's your first one, definitely, if you can, go back to normal and socket it before even continuing on to Act 2 of Hell. And put whatever you need in there. So if you need some res, put res. This is just for magic finding, but I would not expect you to just, you know, what is it called? Kind of throw away a socket for slightly more magic find if you desperately need it somewhere else, you know? Put a Ral rune in there, an Ort rune, what have you. So socket this, socket a Monarch if possible. But yeah, you could get the Shaco, the Harlequin Crest from Hell Endariel. You could get, whoops, where was it? You can get this from Hell Endariel quite often. You can get pretty much literally everything that I have here, you can get off of Hell Endariel, with the exception of this Sunder Charm. This is common in Hell Endariel, all of this good stuff, right? And technically, everything here is also farmable from Hell Endariel. Runes. Oh, that's right. For using the Countess, you could almost guarantee yourself a Crescent Moon now. Because in Nightmare, you had to maybe rely on the lucky drop of Hellforge or just somewhere in the game in Rune, or maybe cubing up 2 pulls to make one. But in Hell, Act 1, and Act 1 Hell Countess, you can guarantee yourself eventually, obviously, an Rune. And it is not incredibly rare. So you can definitely do it after, you know, do a few dozen runs, you know, I don't know, run as many times as your heart desires to get this Crescent Moon. This is going to be a key piece of gear, I think, going forward, because I couldn't believe my eyes how well this was doing on the lightning immune monsters myself. So this is amazing. What else was I gonna say? Anything else before we head out and part ways? Hey, what's up, Project Z? My man, you came for the outro. Is that what it's called? The intro is in the beginning and the outro is at the end. So this is when I'm saying my goodbyes to YouTube for completing Act 1 Hell. I'm so sorry. You came at the very end. I might still do the combination of Act 2 and 3 later on tonight, but I do want to again keep it separate for YouTube. So let me finish this off by saying good luck farming Helendariel and Hell Countess and just finding your White Monarchs to make a Spirit, finding your Umbroon to make a Crescent Moon. Everything else you could have had through by finding in Nightmare. Don't worry too much about the lightning moons if they're giving you some trouble. Skip them, and yeah, don't rush into Act 2 without anything, because Act 2 does have a lot of lightning immunes. If you think about it, beetles, and all those monsters are going to be kind of tough. So good luck. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, if you liked the stream, give it a thumbs up. Give the video a like, I guess, later on. Comment if you have any questions or suggestions, or not suggestions, but also like what you would want to see next, or just say hello. And then don't forget to subscribe, because it's free. Also, if you're bored, go to Twitch, follow me over there under the same name. That's free as well. And I will see you guys in the next one when we do Act 2 and 3 combined to reach that next threshold of Hell Mephisto. So yes, don't worry about over leveling. Do your due diligence and get yourself all that good stuff. See you guys in the next one. See you later, YouTube, and take it easy, Project Z. I will see you again very, very soon. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.